Adapting children's stories to the big or small screen is nothing new. Sometimes they're a hit, other times not so much, and sometimes they are a forgotten acid trip through the lens of a fever dream, resulting in nothing short of a shit show. Hi, this is Derek, and today we are revisiting 1985's Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass on Yesterdaze.
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
69, dudes!
Well, there's your problem right there, Vern.
Hey, Willie.
Cowabunga!
Goonies never say die!
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I?
And knowing is half the battle.
Autobots, roll out.
Thunder! Thundercat! Oh!
Gordon's alive.
Oh, yeah!
It only takes a spark. It only takes a spark to start.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Yesterdaze. I am, of course, your host, Derek, and I'm joined by Dustin and Jason. Gentlemen, how are you?
I'm delightful. How are you doing?
I've never been better.
What are you guys doing?
Shtick.
What are those voices?
I'm the Mad Hatter.
Let me-
I don't know who he is.
Let me try one.
The White Queen.
I'm doing real good. I'm Jason.
That's a total Jabberwocky.
Yeah.
I actually am doing real good. I got my cell phone ticket dismissed last
nice.
Thursday. Yes.
Justice prevails.
Why did you get to begin with, and how did you get dismissed?
Because an officer claimed that he saw me on my cell phone driving to work. So basically from...
You only call me on your cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hi, Ming.
So he pulls me over on Fisher Road. The day that I would have originally had to have had the ticket paid, I sit down with the state's attorney. I say that I want a bench trial. So we set a date for pre-trial, which was like a month and a half out.
Who is the state's attorney?
There's more than one state's attorney.
Who did you sit down with?
Sorry?
Who did you sit with,
On the bench?
Alicia was the first person I sat down with. The second person I sat down with was, I believe her name was Melissa.
Okay.
That was the assistant state's attorney.
Do you have to build a bench? Is it like a Survivor challenge?
Oh,
Whoever
God.
builds
If
the
it
bench
was, I'd fucking
first?
win. I know how to use a plane.
Nice.
So my pre-trial was set for this past Thursday, and I go and they call me and we sit down and I initially say the evidence I have is my insurance app, and they were kind of very push-all about it, and then the long and the short of it, because I don't want to go too far into the weeds on it, is they were eventually there came a point in our initial conversation before I reviewed the footage that it clicked with me. I'm like, okay, you are going the salesman route. You are going the car salesman route. And you are trying to get me to blink right now because you don't want to go to trial. You want me just to give up right now. Because they started saying, well, if you want to enter this, your data from your insurance app, can you explain how it works? And I very calmly said, I don't know off the top of my head every single in and out of the software and how it works.
You didn't design the app.
I was like, I didn't design it.
This is you talking to the state's attorney?
Yeah. I go, I'm just a FedEx guy. But I can learn. Well, no.
You're not just a FedEx guy. You're also a podcast
It's
host.
true.
I'm just a simple FedEx man.
Fire scares me, and
I don't know about all your newfangled technology.
Quite frankly, they frighten and alarm me. I've only recently left a cave. So they kept pushing this whole, well, you would have to have an expert here. And I very calmly, because before we started going down this road about basically trying to shit on my evidence, she said, well, I do have video of you in your car. And I asked her point blank, I'm like, am I on my phone in the video? Well, it isn't the highest quality video, but there's also the officer's testimony. I immediately pocketed that because I was going to bring something up that she had not stopped to think about, and I'll come back to that. So
it sounds like a big can of worms.
It
Jason.
is a big can of worms.
It does sound like a big old
can of worms. So Hope you guys want to go fishing. So, they start talking about how you're going to have to get an expert and all this stuff. And I said, okay. I was like, well, if we set a date for the actual bench trial and we continue to move forward with this after today, then I suppose I will. I was like, I'll have time afforded to me to get an expert, correct? And they just kind of looked at me like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? Because, okay, you've been to the Pekin courthouse. You've probably been to the Pekin courthouse. You've seen most of the people going in
I know
there.
who lives in Pekin.
You know who lives in Pekin.
Mm-hmm.
And it handles all of Tazewell County. And folks, Tazewell County.
Derek has all his teeth, just so the listeners know.
Yeah, I have all my teeth.
Well, I mean, I had to have 4 pulled before I got
Okay,
my
so your
braces.
teeth are like the ship of Theseus,
and then
but
I
it's
had
still
my wisdom teeth removed, so I'm
Is that the one they rebuilt?
Yeah.
Is it the
Is
ship
it still
anymore?
the ship anymore?
Possible to say. What do they do with all that old wood?
I don't know. Maybe had a nice bonfire. Kind of like what they did with Dustin's teeth. But
No, I kept them in a box.
in a box.
Hell yeah.
So they looked very stunned that I would say that, and I was like, because I'm sure I can get an expert to come and speak more openly and more directly about how this app is supposed to work. Well, then you would have to do that. I'm like, okay. Like, I just kind of like ice water in my fucking veins. So I turned and looked to the young lady. I was like, you said you have video of me. Yes. I was like, I would like to see that now, please. I was like, it's been 2 months. I still haven't seen what I supposedly did. I would like to sit down and watch this video. So go back there. I had 2 videos, the body cam and then, of course, the dash cam. The body cam, I ended up making that the speed setting slightly faster than how fast I watched these fucking shit show movies.
1.75 is the way to go, by the way.
Okay.
It doesn't completely compromise the songs, and you can still make out the dialogue. 1.75.
I turned on
speed.
closed captioning and buckled up Buttercup to 2. So
For 3 hours of Alice in Wonderland?
wasn't 3 hours by the time I was done.
1.75, yeah, it times out to being about the length of one of them. So, yeah.
So I go back, I watch the body cam footage. The closest thing to me acknowledging anything of a cell phone is when the officer comes up and he says something about me being on my cell phone. I said, I put my cell phone in my cup holder. I wasn't on my cell phone. That's it. He gives me a ticket. I go back and watch the video. I watch all the video. The only video that is useful and pertains to what the fuck I apparently did was the first 30 seconds. I rewatched that. I enlarged
like
it.
Zapruder film.
I watched it over and over. I slowed it down. I rewound it. She had dimmed her computer. I turned the brightness back up so I could see it. You don't even see me on the video until he catches up to me to the light on the main drag when I'm about to turn on the Fisher Road. And even when he catches up to me, all you see is...
Named after Fisher Stevens.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, they just did blacktop on that road, right?
They did.
The whole road.
It was in honor of him. So
Smells great.
I go back out there after about 15 minutes. The whole time I'm messaging Shauna. And Shauna, she's like, fuck that, fight this. You're not on your phone in there. The app shows you're not on your phone. We'll get an expert. We'll get 2 experts if we have to. The police,
I believe her.
The chief of police for the park cops, I guess, was talking with her, like happened to be in her office, and she was telling him, she's like, no, tell him to fight it. He's like, Stadies do this shit all the time. They'll oh no, I saw you doing this, I saw you doing that, and nobody will fight him. It's like, no, fight him. He's not on camera with his phone. Fight it. So I calmly walked back out there. We were ready to sit down and talk. I was like, okay. I was like, I'm going to move forward with a not guilty plea, and I don't know if this is something we can do today, but I do want to move to dismiss all these charges. And she kind of just, and I get it. They were dealing with some assholes all day. Corey Campbell, you're one of our, I can't remember if he graduated with you or me.
Recently popped up on my Facebook suggested friends.
Yeah, don't do it.
Difficult last name. I know. I've known some in my day, too.
Their soup's fine.
Oh, yeah, they can make a soup.
I guess
cherubic cheeks and all.
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
You can spot a Campbell kid a mile away.
You truly can. I also had the inside track that both state's attorneys were having a hard day because my friend Sarah Davis works in the clerk's office, and she was
Shout
there.
out Sarah Davis.
Shout out to her and her family.
We're just naming everybody.
But
We're naming names.
Apparently, Corey was throwing was having quite a fit that day. He didn't think they were going fast enough for him.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's sad. I was really upset to hear that for him. So anyways, I knew they were having a bad day. So I very calmly, I was like, I'm not as nervous as when I first sat down with you. Let me better articulate how this app works. And I did. And I even compared it to the mechanisms and what have you in our FedEx trucks. And then she tries to say, well, she goes, I don't know how much I trust those. She goes, because it says here, no braking and no turning, but you're clearly braking and turning in the video. I was like, you have to understand these if you brake too hard, if you're operating in what they designate a certain variance, and she brings up, well, I have a similar thing through Country Insurance, and I don't think they're that great. And I very kind of tongue in cheek, and I did get a laugh out of her. I was like, well, you probably need to switch to State Farm.
Oh shit!
Zing! And she kind of laughed. She goes, okay. I was like, here's the bottom line.
How about we dismiss these charges now?
I just go.
Let's
I was
just go
like,
get a drink.
You have video of me, and everything hinges on physical evidence. I will have somebody properly articulate and explain how the science behind this works. A professional. How are you going to explain that I'm not on my cell phone on this video yet? I got pulled over for it. She goes, well, the officer's eyewitness account also counts for something. I go, it would if he was accurate. Well, what do you mean by that? I'm like, so you want to hinge this on his eyewitness account, and he can't even get the color of my car right. And he barely got the make of my car.
Doesn't see color.
He doesn't see color. She just was like, oh, fuck. I was like, you saw that video. And I tapped her manila folders. I go, it's old man tan. That is an old man tan car. Like, hurry up. We need to make it.
Tan Dan Bandana Man.
Dan Bandana Man. I was like, we need to make it to the supper club by 4 o'clock. Tan. He calls it silver. He put silver on the ticket.
You're a beige boy.
And she, as soon as I said that, she goes, just like deflated. And she looks at the ticket. She goes, yeah, it sure says silver. And then she grabs some book and she starts going through it. I'm sitting there for like a hot minute. Meanwhile, trying not to laugh because
hard as a rock.
Hard, just so hard. She wasn't ugly either.
Who?
My state's attorney.
She's not my state's attorney.
She's pretty cute. Meanwhile, the other one has a guy in front of her who's trying to say not guilty for passing a school bus. He's clearly passing a school bus on camera. The arm thing is out. The stop sign is out. And she's quoting Helen Lovejoy and shit. She's like, the little children are going to get off the bus. Won't you please think of the children? Won't you please think of little Timmy?
She said that to a judge.
No, she said that.
Oh.
This is outside the courtroom at the
you.
little tables. So I'm sitting here trying to stifle my laughter. At one point, I look at my state's attorney and kind of get her attention. And I just kind of mouth the words. I'm like, how the fuck do you do this? And she looks at her and looks at me. She says, it's not easy some days. So anyways, couple seconds.
We wish
go,
all states' attorneys
as we
luck.
do all states'
They're just
attorneys.
doing their job.
Well, and that's what happened. She goes, okay. She goes, I don't think you have the strongest evidence. And I kind of just smirked at her. I was like, I think you would agree that you don't either. She goes,
checkmate.
She goes, this is.
You like apples?
She pauses for a second, and she's like, I also know this does affect your job. And you seem like somebody who does take your job very serious because you can explain how these apps and stuff work in your truck. And then she leans forward. She's like, I'm going to be honest with you. This has been a rough day. Every day up here is rough. Most of our tickets are cell phone tickets, and almost every single person who sits across from us wants to fight and scream and yell and cuss us out and be nasty and just mean.
Yeah.
Just mean to us. You do disagree with me, and you came with a good argument, but you were also very nice, and you were very kind, and you honestly were funny about it and had a good sense of humor.
She say you had a big dick, too?
No.
Okay.
Just the energy of one.
She signed something on the back of the thing. She goes, you're good.
And you're like, I know.
I was like, that's it.
And you put the aviators on and walk out while fucking Hulk Hogan's theme song plays behind you.
I turned on Rick Derringer, but no, she was very kind. She was very gracious. She was like, you were nice, you were kind. So let that be a reminder to you folks. If you were kind,
in those situations, I think being polite, being kind,
it goes a long way.
Keeping your answers short.
keeping your answers short.
I think that's a good one.
No, it was. They were both very nice. They were very respectful. They didn't have to be like that, especially given the day they were having. So justice was ultimately served. I think
Justice was served. Justice is done.
Justice is done, baby.
I'm going to show you a couple quick things I picked up.
What's in Jason's sack?
I like it. It's short.
It's
I like
short.
it. I read The Secret. And I manifest.
I don't need
You
a copy.
manifest.
I'm good.
Everyone gets a copy.
Look under your chair.
Yeah.
Look under your chairs.
So recently we've got some old McDonald's
shit.
toys, Batman toys.
Yeah,
sweet.
That looks like a whole set.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! I didn't realize it was all that.
Some in bags.
We got, I think, Catwoman, Joker, Penguin, and Batman. And Derek,
the Batmobile.
I think you have all
Oh,
these
that Joker
except the
one's cool.
Batman.
Yeah,
Look
except
at
for
those two.
the
Look at those two Batmans.
except for that.
What is
yeah,
that, Batboat?
That, like bat.
You have
boat.
this one?
I do have that one.
This is the one where like you press the button and the front of the Batmobile shoots
but you know
off.
me. I collect Batmobiles, so
His neck is incredibly long.
Some of these are still in the package. too.
Yeah.
So you got like three different ones that are new in package.
yeah,
Total
That's
of $7 for $4.
That's a good deal.
Not a bad
I
deal.
feel real good about that deal.
So ask and you shall receive. I'm glad you were transparent with what you needed because I, in my many travels, was able to conjure it up. There you can.
I love
on
it.
That.
And we got some good Joker vehicles in there too.
This is something I haven't opened yet. This
You
is
got it from Amazon Prime.
damn straight I did. This is a package that I received, and I don't know. I think in some ways it correlates with the show here.
Is it Alice in Wonderland on Blu-ray? 4K.
No, it's the remastered R-rated version in 4K of Dirty Work.
Oh, nice.
This is the Norm Macdonald classic, of which I am an acolyte. This has been reworked as a PG-13 film when it came out, but
I have the VHS.
Yeah, there was a lot of cuts. No,
there has long been rumors that there was an R-rated version. A lot of stuff was left on the floor to kind of get it to the PG point. This isn't that. This is the worst version that you can see. All the dirtiest shit, all the extra stuff,
dirty
in 4K, and it also comes, I think, with a DVD and a Blu-ray, and just tons of extra shit. Obviously, Norm is dead, and then in quick succession, Bob Saget died, and then Artie Lang, by the grace of God,
somehow that fucker's still alive.
Now, talk about making a deal with the devil. I think a lot of times guys say, I'll sell you my soul if I become rich and famous, and then they die.
And then they get a fiddle of gold.
They die at 42. Maybe, and sometimes you get a fiddle of gold. I think Artie Lang was smart. He said, I want to be rich and famous, and here's the thing, I want to live for a long time. And he is. I don't
Help
know
me,
how.
Satan,
I've got
help
his
me.
book. I haven't read
Satan,
it yet.
help
Too
me.
fat to fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it off the
That's the name of
discount
it, yeah.
rack at Barnes & Noble for or maybe half-price books for like $3 or $4. I'm like, yeah, I might read that.
Why the hell
eventually.
not? Anyway, I was super excited about this. There's a company, I'm sure you guys are both aware of. It's called Vinegar Syndrome.
I just got an order from them this weekend. Maybe that'll come up in the future.
And they do special things like that. I think they did an exclusive one with like Artie Lang's big fat hairy belly on the front.
They're the ones that did the Mac and Me that I sent you pictures of recently.
But that
That's
one,
not what I ordered.
that one when it came out was like $50 or $60. I was like, I don't know. And that sold
That's
out.
why I didn't order it.
And so this one was like, it was still like 35, but
Yeah.
I seriously never spend that much on DVDs or media. So I was like,
Yeah.
yes, I'll get this. Why the hell not? And that's all that I have. Just those two things.
That's cool.
Awesome. I do want to share that.
I'm saving my stuff for show 2 because
Okay.
I know there's going to be a lot to talk about in this.
Yeah. I just want to share a couple other things at the top here. In honor of Joey Stivic being mentioned so much, Michael Williams was kind enough to post on Blue Sky. Said Christian Jacobs, the last son of the American TV monoculture, as Dr. Joseph Stivic Bunker, the last link in a vast 50-year-old sitcom continuity, would be a hell of a pitch if the demo that would give a hoot wasn't sundowning to Bonanza reruns. So his pitch for a continuation of the Archie Bunkerverse by way of Joey Stivic.
All in the Family.
Yes.
The reboot.
Yes.
I still like Joey Stivic on Yo Gabba Gabba instead. I think that's better.
I still want to start a ska band with you, Joey Stivic's penis.
We all saw his penis from a very early age. He grew up into a very comfortable with himself young man, and then he became a children's
It's little baby Joey
programmer
Stivic.
and a
And he's anatomically
ska
correct.
superhero.
And that's nice.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was such a weird quote. I'm like, that's going to get used multiple
For people who
times.
don't know, on the show I brought an empty box that I got at a garage sale. I think they just gave it to me, and it was All in the Family, the Carol O'Connor show from the late 70s, sitting with a baby. His daughter on the show had a child. The child's name was Joey Stivic. That guy would go on to be like the lead singer, right?
Lead singer of the
Yeah.
Aquabats.
Of the Aquabats?
Yeah. And creator of Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey Stivic's mom is in our movie that we're talking about
Jeez.
tonight.
And so,
She's
and
the
on the
tiger
box,
lily.
She is.
on the box, you got like a real picture, like a real still from All in the Family, but then also on the side, like a little girl holding the plastic baby doll that was inside.
Penis obstructed.
And well, no, you can see.
No,
his
you
penis.
see it.
Yeah, oh, on the
box.
You
picture.
see that little
Wow.
schmeckle.
You could go to your you could go to Ben Franklin.
You go to your
see a
local Ben
little-
Franklin?
little
Yeah, exactly.
It's
plastic
back.
baby
Ben
penis.
Franklin's
Maybe
back.
Ben Franklin is coming back, baby.
Well, get there while you can because it'll be closed. as
Won't
soon
you
as it opens.
please?
Yep.
Won't you please?
The world is no place for Ben Franklin anymore.
No, you don't think so?
If we
Pekin
can't
even keep a movie theater.
If we can't keep a movie theater in Pekin, if we can't keep Jason's Deli here in East Peoria, that's closed. What chances?
50s Diner,
I'm so pissed off. I never
the
went
Metro
there.
Center, like that was one of my lunch spots.
I really got to stop with this. I'll go there someday because the same thing happened to me during COVID with Sky Harbor, and it was literally two
Now it's a
streets over
dispensary.
from me.
Sky High,
If
Harbor.
that.
I don't even think that's open anymore, isn't it? Isn't that closed too?
Probably they had Afro Man do a concert there.
Now
and
that's
I
a
never
get.
heard anything about it.
That's a get.
I saw Afro Man just down the street at.
Not
Did
even
he
down
have-
the street, across the parking
He
lot.
bought something
at
from
Cruisins.
your marketplace.
It wasn't at Cruisins either.
Are you shitting me?
It was at what's the country barbecue place? What it was
yeah.
before that?
Before that, it was Cam's.
Right before
And
that,
before
was
that,
Cam's?
it was Lucky Lady.
It must have been while I was at Cam's.
And when Lucky Lady,
Tail end of
Cam's,
Cam's.
yeah.
I went there and saw Afro Man, but yeah, Afro Man owns Farmington Road.
It truly is
Plays every
his
fucking
haven.
shithole up and down that place.
Farmington Road is to Afroman as Fisher Lane is to Fisher Stevens.
I think what we need you to do now, Derek, is get off of your laurels and go to the Metro Center and take a little can of spray paint and turn that 50 into an 80 and start your own 80s diner.
You think so?
You should start the 80s diner.
He's going to be standing up in front, greeting all the customers, doing that whole Ronald Reagan shtick. From
Welcome
Back
to the
Future
Cafe
too.
80s,
That's his
where it's
whole
always
job.
morning in America, even in the afternoon.
That is such an attainable goal. You and reenacting all those characters and
Can't
having
call
TVs.
it Cafe 80s because that's clearly trademarked. But yeah, 80s diner.
Well, what about like here it's Hardee's, but on the West Coast it's Carl's Jr., which doesn't make sense. It's like Ruth's Chris.
Yeah.
It could be like 80s apostrophes diner.
Let's talk about his dong. It's Carl's dong.
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr.
What about the red burrito? It's
Yeah,
you know
don't
what?
eat it.
It's funny you say that because there is a part of me that wants to have like a restaurant or a food truck.
You wear
I have an idea for a food truck called Chowabunga.
A-frame shirt stained both by grease and sweat,
Yeah,
chest hair coming out,
yeah.
big dirty apron, maybe a tall hat. And even if you're not
People's
using
is
it,
people's.
you have a big steel spatula.
Yeah.
Even if you're not using it at that moment,
And
you
I have to have
use
it.
it when you talk.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
like an Italian. You're
Hey.
using it. And then that's just your place. You run that place. You run that greasy spoon, and it's decked out with
The 80s
stuff.
grease spoon.
Yeah.
Henry's in there cussing. It's like Ed DeBevick's, but like it's a child cussing at you.
I need an order of fucking wets for the asshole on table 5.
And every
We got
time
2 of these.
you know, when you open the door and the bell rings or something, it could be Henry saying something.
Shitty asshole. He's nearly chanting when he sings that. Nice job peppering that in today on. Oh God, what was today's episode?
Pound
Pound puppies. That's right, pound puppies. Shitty asshole.
How many in your party? There's 2 of these.
There's 2 of these.
I'm telling you, you can make a go of it.
Hey, folks, if I'm not mistaken, we might be in the final run of Mattel's Snake Lair. So if you haven't backed it, please back it because I want that fucking snorse.
What is that? What are you talking about?
It's a crowd fun. It's a play set.
They're underwater
for-
Smurfs, man.
No, those are snorks. A snorks is like a snake horse. They are releasing a. It's done in a vintage style, but it's a original new
Motu.
playset called Motu called the Snake's Lair.
You want to put it
So-
with your Eternia.
Masters of the Universe, Snake Town.
Still waiting on my fucking Fright Zone to ship.
The nerve.
Yeah, the knife.
Well, I think we had finally determined when you got Eternia, it cost you $10,000, which is
It was not $10,000.
Crazy.
But you insist on this.
Will Snake Mountain.
He still
be the
hasn't
same?
gotten married.
I have
That's
Snake
how much
Mountain.
it cost.
Which is the one you want is being
Snake
funded now?
Lair.
My apologies.
Yes.
Will Snake Lair also be $10K?
No, Eternia wasn't 10K.
I mean, inflation.
Tariffs.
We're in a recession.
Yeah.
China.
Everything's super expensive.
China.
For my new job, I went and I was like, I need some.
How was that going, by the way?
All right, it's fine.
It's fine.
I got some polos. Some polos.
Yeah, you got to rebrand, son.
And I went to get some t-shirt. I was just looking at the t-shirts. I have t-shirts.
Yeah.
Blank t-shirt, $11.
For one?
For one?
Yes.
What about like just a pack at like Hanes, 3 or 4 of them?
Maybe a little cheaper, but like individual, just like Walmart's Athleticism and
Hey, I can get you a 5 Seconds of Summer shirt
There you go.
free.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
$11. Yeah, I think I got to go with Jay on this
$11.
one. I don't know about
The
that.
polo was $12. Figure that out.
Man, if I order a company polo for work, I've got enough to get me through over a week. So I don't need any more until I wear the ones I have out. They're like $30-$40 each.
30 or $40.
Yeah.
Fancy. Yeah, I went low rent over to Walmart.
They're branded. So
I guess, but
if it keeps me out of a long sleeve shirt and a tie, I'm fine with it.
I don't know.
Anyway, there's your updates.
Those are your updates.
Banter over.
This is your episode of the night, and it is a patron pick from one Mike Afonso. He is the one who has visited this evil upon us, and he is very proud of himself. Mm-hmm. Alice in Wonderland, joined with Alice Through the Looking Glass, was a 2-night event.
It was an event.
It was an event.
This is unrelated. I don't like the patrons.
You have him for a while.
Why?
Most of the season. I think.
Why?
I don't know. It was like an author or something, and then
Christopher Pike.
That episode actually turned out pretty good. And
Whatever.
we got
And
decent
you're
numbers.
welcome.
And we got decent numbers on it, too.
and then like whatever this was that we had to watch.
Oh, he picked it specifically.
I don't like the patrons anymore.
I'm fine.
I was on the fence before, but
Now you've just made up your
I
mind.
kind of brought this upon us.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. So,
Jane tomorrow, Jane yesterday, but never ever Jane today. I said Jane tomorrow, Jane yesterday, but never ever Jane today. You can wish as you want, you can want as you wish. Still you better hear me say Jane tomorrow, Jane yesterday, but never ever Jane today. Not ashamed of marmalade. Neither silly nor honey, for love nor money. Never ever jam today. Oh, you can wish as you want, you can want as you wish. Still, you better hear me say. Jam tomorrow, jam yesterday, but never ever jam to the
with all the chanting of it all.
yes.
The chanting of
That's
it all.
where it all started.
The dogs and cats of it all.
Is she related to Channing Tatum?
It's his great grandma.
Okay.
It's Channing Tate Yum.
Channing Tatum O'Neal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Related to Ryan O'Neal, of course. He was in
Hollywood's
Paper,
all related.
He was in Paper Moon. No, this was in 1985. The 2-night mini consisted of 2 movies that aired back to back.
Monday, it's a magical musical wonderland with one of the greatest casts ever assembled. Sammy Davis Jr., Jack Wharton, Sally Struthers, Donna Mills, Ann Gillian, Steve Lawrence, Edie Gourmet, Jonathan Winters, Telly Savalas, and many more in Irwin Allen's all-new musical Alice in Wonderland, Monday.
I made rather faithful adaptations of Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, followed by Alice Through the Looking Glass. This strange cavalcade made its debut on December 9th, 1985. Your number 1 song at the time, Broken Wings. Mr.
Mister.
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 I think I killed the Mr. lady.
Wings.
That was a missed opportunity, wasn't it?
Anybody care to take a stab at your number 1 movie?
Happy Gilmore.
Beverly Hills Cop.
No, Rocky 4.
Ah.
Take that, Ivan.
Oh, yeah, that checks out. Because I said we had one more Survivor song.
There's no easy way
in
out.
85, and it's from the Rocky 4 soundtrack.
There it is for Radio Rewind.
Yep.
Tune in, won't you?
There's synergy.
Won't you please? Let's, here's the deal. Okay, we're going to kind of break with tradition.
Going through the cast is going to take 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to break with tradition. I'm not going to do. Here's your premise. Here's your breakdown. Yada 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 yada. Here's
You're not
the
gonna
thing.
do the plot at all.
Fuck no. And here's why. First of all, it is your basic. It's Alice in Wonderland.
But if all you know is the Disney version, Through the Looking Glass is a totally foreign concept.
It is. There's really
Most of it.
So what I gleaned, because I hadn't seen this in fucking forever, there are elements of both that are in Disney's Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
These are.
There's no John Stamos.
There's no Stamos
in the Disney one.
and there's no Jabberwocky in
Was Stamos in this?
There's no Patrick
Stamos
Duffy
wasn't it.
unicorn.
No, he was
that's
a goat.
Bo Bridges.
Yeah, Bo Bridges was the
There's
unicorn.
no Patrick Duffy goat.
Yeah.
There's no Pat Morita horse.
Stamos was in it?
The lion and the unicorn were fighting for the crown. The lion beat the unicorn all around the town.
But you don't understand. I really must be going home.
Stamos was in this. Ringo Starr was in this.
Mock Turtle.
Yeah, Mock Turtle.
We're
was
getting
fucking,
ahead of ourselves.
The Mock Turtle
Ernest
looked more like a
Borgnine.
griffin than the griffin. So
I thought that was a beetle.
So here's the thing.
Carl Malden.
We are going to break with tradition of like, here's your rundown and here's this, yada 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 yada. If you're remotely familiar with Alice in Wonderland in general, you'll have an idea. It's a girl's trippy ass fucking adventures through
She's
a
afraid of growing
batshit
up.
crazy ass backwards world, and she's afraid of growing up.
That's the whole. It's really heavy-handed in
It's
this.
very heavy-handed. This I will tell you is, if you are a reader, these, in my opinion, are much more closer to the literary works than anything else.
Yeah, I've got the book. I haven't read it in a while. I probably could use a refresher, but yeah, I mean, it's a classic and it's been adapted multiple different ways.
Yes.
And this is
a fucking fever dream.
That I was 4 years old when it aired. I watched it.
So
when
you watched
aired.
it on CBS.
I had a VHS tape of it. My parents
God.
recorded it, thinking I would want to watch it multiple times, and I did. And I think that says a lot, but also the fact that watching this now, this is not made for kids. This is it's very 1970s. It's about a decade older. It feels a decade older than it is.
And I think that has to do with who was involved with the production side of
The
it.
music, like
Irwin
nothing
Allen.
about this screams 1985.
No, this is like, if you hadn't have told me that it's 1985, I would have thought 77 to 79.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. Then you start diving into the cast. Yeah, 77 to 79.
It's a murderer's row of people from the 60s and 70s that no child knows.
Yeah, you know, the chasm is kind of fallen apart in recent years, but for a long time it was like, you know, TV, you a TV star? Or are you a movie star? And so a lot of these people were probably movie stars at one point, but they're all past their heyday. That's how you get all these people. These are maybe young up-and-comers or older people who aren't that desired,
Young
but maybe
and
kind of
up-
recognizable still.
You didn't even recognize Stamos. Young up-and-comer.
Okay, here's
He's
the-
one of two.
So let's start. And we're going to end with Jason. We're going to talk. We're going to start with me and on Jason. Introduction to it, and whether or not we watched it all. So my introduction to it was on the Disney Channel.
Okay.
And I didn't see part one. I came in it through the Looking Glass.
That's
'cause
weird.
Anything I had seen, well, I'm flipping through the channels. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, Alice in Wonderland, and I immediately thought the Disney movie, which I love. Love the animation in it. Love the colors.
They even had
character designs.
They had their own Alice in Wonderland TV show, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Yeah, it was very
Disney did.
It was
Yeah,
very
in the
hip.
90s.
Live action.
It was very hip.
It tried to do what this didn't.
So I turned it on. I was like, okay. And I happened to come in at the part where she's on the train with Patrick Duffy Goat, Pat Morita, Horse,
and Steve Allen, the paper man.
The paper man.
There's obviously no use in him speaking to you people. Or whatever you are.
You'd better say nothing at all then. Around here, language is worth $1,000 a word.
I'll dream about $1,000 tonight. I just know it.
Where are you going, child?
To Square 4.
Well, at least she's old enough to know where she's going, even if she doesn't know her own name.
You know my name.
She should have known her way to the ticket office, even if she doesn't know the alphabet.
I know the alphabet. I really do.
She'll have to go back from here as luggage.
No, I won't. I don't belong on this railway journey at all.
And then whoever, I forget, it's in here somewhere.
Merv
Griffin was the ticket taker. So like that happened. And I'm looking at these guys in these costumes, like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
And then I get to like
Duffy
the first scene I see with the Jabberwocky, where she's running from the woods and like hides from him, and he steps by her.
Yeah.
I was like,
with his T-Rex
I'm not
arms.
watching. Yeah, I'm not watching this.
It's creepy.
Thank you.
This is
Scary,
I
right?
thought it was scary.
Yes.
I was 4.
Yes.
When I saw the Jabberwocky, it scared the shit out of me.
Yes.
Then, now I looked at it, I was afraid I was going to wake Henry up. How hard I laughed. I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And I turned it off, never to revisit it again until it gets referenced on, was it Ernest?
Probably.
You probably referenced it.
Well,
far
no, it
earlier
started
than
on
that.
Drunken Lullabies.
Yes.
I remember Drunkle Andy, a regular on the show. He would always encourage this every time he came on because it got mentioned once, and it was Carol Channing's Jam Tomorrow.
Oh, we have him to blame?
Jam tomorrow, jam yesterday, but never ever jam today. Not ashamed of marmalade. Neither jelly nor honey, for love nor money. Never ever jam today.
Yes.
For stoking the fire of me making that a reoccurring bit that has
Started with him,
continued.
though. Yeah, I don't like him either.
It
Throw
started
him in
on
with the patrons.
Drunken Lullabies, carried over to the Ernest show because I would use it as a drop.
Yes.
And yeah, it's
just
I've
followed
owned
us.
it on DVD for years, but I hadn't watched it because I bought it for Drunk at the Movies, and it was going to be a 2-part.
Oh God!
Is that an official release?
We never did it. It never got done.
Not the episode you were
Yeah,
going to do.
yeah.
The
DVD is not a
an
bootleg.
official-
Like
okay,
you
yeah.
actually bought it.
Yeah, you're a beige boy, Eric, right?
Yeah.
And
I'm very much beige.
Dustin's kind of a bootleg boy sometimes. So I didn't know.
Not a silver boy. Not a silver
Right
boy.
there it is.
Old man tan beige.
$5.99. Oh, and it's still you got to take that. You got to take these
Come on,
stickers
don't
off.
be a
That's how
savage.
that's how it was when I bought it.
Oh, then keep it on forever.
Oh yeah, all day, every day.
Christ, man. So this is the whole thing though. This is all 3 hours of it, 3+ hours.
I watched it on YouTube. I'm assuming you watched it on that.
Yeah.
You saw it originally as a kid.
Yeah.
Now we come to Jason.
This is Alice in Wonderland. Is it just the first part, or it's the whole thing?
It's a stunning adaptation. It's the whole thing.
Okay.
They just
And I'm sorry, she's in a wrong color. That was another thing that pissed me off as a kid too. I'm like, why isn't her dress blue?
yeah.
Like my yeah, I didn't like that. I'm like, her dress is orange.
I mean,
her dress is
I have a
supposed to be
lot
blue.
of issues with it, but
I have
the
many.
dress color wasn't on the.
I have
top of
many.
my list.
So, Jay,
I've never seen it. I've still never seen it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I do remember seeing bits of this. I may have watched the whole thing as a kid. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, at 3.5, 4, yeah, this is scary.
fucking scary.
This
Take
is
the
terrifying.
Jabberwocky out of it. Just the
Still
animal
scary.
costumes are fucking frightening.
I got you beat at the end of part 1 where she's looking through the mirror and she's like, "Oh, there's my parents, Mom, Dad."
Yeah, that's
and,
fucked
and
up.
like she's invisible, and
Yeah.
it's just like as a 4-year-old taking that in, it was just like,
Yeah.
oh, well, that's frightening.
Yeah.
I can fall through a mirror and then I'm just in this void.
But just wait,
Like-
there's more frightening
like
shit.
General Zod,
Yeah.
you know.
You will kneel before me, son of Jor-El.
I'm in the shadow realm or whatever.
us. Phantom Zone, baby.
That's it.
I've seen bits. It's been a long time. See, there it is.
There you go.
Thank
Don't you
God.
feel better now?
Like picking a scab.
Don't you feel better?
Rip that plastic sticker right off the box. You don't need it. And then I did watch it, both parts, for today.
At regular speed?
At regular speed, but
I've seen it multiple times, so I could speed it up. I
didn't sit down and watch it.
That makes sense.
That's fine.
I was doing dishes and putting some stuff away, but it had a lot of my attention. Yeah, it was it was just over 3 hours. I think it was like 3 hours and 10, 15 minutes.
There were certain scenes that I paused, went back to my speed, got it back to regular. Anytime Channing entered, I got a regular viewing. The Tea Party, I enjoy Roddy McDowall as the March Hare, and I think
I barely enjoy him as an ape.
Newly as the Mad Hatter, I think they're all right.
Goody, I'm just in time for a tea party. May I introduce myself?
No, you may not.
But aren't introductions proper at a tea party?
My dear child, if you want an introduction, go and get yourself an orchestra. They'll give you a good 4-bar introduction. Or probably an 8-bar introduction.
I just wanted to give you my name.
Why, have you finished with it? Did you hear that? Mr. Hare, she wants to give us her name.
That is ridiculous. I mean, we already have names. You certainly don't need hers.
May I sit down?
No room.
No room. No room.
There's plenty of room. There are at least 9 empty chairs.
Of course there are. We didn't say there aren't any chairs. We said there wasn't any room.
Yeah, and there certainly isn't, you know. We are here in the great outdoors.
Of course.
And there are certainly no rooms here. Right. There are a few in the house.
Would you like some wine?
I don't think I should drink wine. I'm too young.
Good. There isn't any anyway.
Then it wasn't very nice of you to offer it.
And it wasn't very nice of you to sit down without being invited.
I didn't know it was your table.
Compared to a lot of the scenes.
Cheshire Cat sucked.
Teddy Savalas?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Oh, that was Teddy Savalas.
That was Telly
wasn't it?
Savalas, and
I didn't recognize
singing
half
a
these
creepy
people.
song to a child.
Singing a creep-ass song.
There's no way home from this strange land. Don't even try to understand. You're lost in time without a trace. Resign yourself to your disgrace. Somehow you've strayed and lost your way, and now there'll be no time to play, no time for joy, no time for friends, not even time to make amends.
He is a bald Cheshire Cat. They do all the makeup, all the whiskers, paint, everything.
And he says,
left
"Ciao, baby."
Ciao, baby. And then, like, how about?
I get it. I'm a 4-year-old.
He had his Diners Club card with him too.
How about, like, the couple times they would, like, try to mimic the whole Cheshire Cat disappearing, and it's just his head frozen, just.
Yeah, I did catch that. There's no movement. I thought he was going
Zero.
to smile or wink or something.
Nope.
No, just a still
It's like
shot.
a freeze frame at the end of Starsky and Hutch.
There's no budget here.
No.
They have like 8 pieces of a set that they're constantly moving around to try to look like new locations. This is a rough watch,
It's
guys.
so
This is
And the
fucking
music
terrible.
is
terrible.
awful.
All of the music was written by Steve Allen.
Wait, the Paper Man?
Yeah.
The talk show.
The joys of cooking Steve Allen, to the journey to the
comedian.
center of Steve Allen, a naked Steve Allen.
Are we sure it's that Steve Allen? That's a common name.
Yeah. I'm pretty certain.
Oof.
Yeah. It
was slow too.
It was so
That's
fucking
why you got to
slow.
watch it in 1.7.
That's why I kicked it up to 2 on YouTube. I kicked it up to 2. I tried 1.25. Nope, this won't do. 1.5. Okay. Nah. 1.7. Nope. Fuck this 2. And I just
regular speed.
Oh my God, why did you do that?
But he didn't sit and watch it actively.
I wasn't glued. I wasn't on the couch glued to the screen. Like I said, I was doing things. But
Okay.
I got the gist where I was like, man, this is really slow.
Okay, so what do you what do you think was the worst / most unhinged effect, and I will also no, 2 separate categories. Worst / most unhinged effect in there, because there was a few. Just
the baby into the pig.
That was fucking unhinged.
I did like that scene where those 2 ladies had that baby.
She's just beating the shit out of this supposed baby.
She like throws the baby into the crib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you please be careful?
If everybody minded their own business, this world would go around a lot faster than it does.
Which would not be an advantage if you ask me. I mean, you see, the Earth takes 24 hours to turn around its axis.
Speaking of axes, chop off her nose.
You are acting very hateful to that baby.
Am I? Well, my dear, there's something to say for hatred, for rudeness, and for spite. Oh, no, my friend, we can't pretend that everything's sweetness and light. There's something to say.
That's terrifying as a kid.
And that's not in a Disney cartoon. So that was a new scene into Alice in Wonderland.
Well, what do we know about Lewis Carroll? Was he back in the day,
I think he was mad as a hatter.
Well,
I think he had mercury
they would do
poisoning.
Drugs and stuff, but they'd call him different things. Or
Yeah.
they'd call him medicine.
Yeah.
He was on some sort of.
I need a 2/3 solution.
He's like on some sort of snuff or something. wasn't
Yeah. Laudanum.
Hop. But was he like a known weirdo?
I'm
or-
sure he. Look what he fucking wrote. Yeah.
I think he was a mathematician.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Solve for X equals crazy. That man wasn't right.
No.
That man was
and he
not
made
right.
it, and this was like a story he made up for,
Like
a
his child to
girl.
go to bed.
I don't think it was his child.
Just some girl.
I don't know if it was like
Was the girl held hostage?
a
Is a
niece
child bride.
or like a friend's daughter.
A friend's daughter?
what. I don't think it was his kid. But yeah, like
Wait, and the girl's name was Alice, the little girl?
I believe so.
Yes.
And then
there was a supposed Alice.
inadvertently, Walt Disney gets his start producing Alice in Wonderland animated live action combo shorts, and that's how he got his start, was
Yeah.
off of this property.
The original Cool World.
Yeah, before Mickey Mouse, before Oswald
Except
the
Gabriel
Rabbit.
Byrne ain't fucking that Cheshire Cat.
Yeah. Not in that version. That
Nuts.
was in a different one.
That was
we had.
the Cheshire Cat fucking was a different one that we had. That was a great one. I watched that with Lauren.
The original book, late 1800s.
Yeah. Turn of the century.
Laudanum.
It's pretty wild how that's endured.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that is because of Disney. Honestly.
I think the biggest reason why Alice in Wonderland has endured the way that it has is because of Walt Disney and the Disney-fied version of it.
Yeah, I mean, you got those two remakes. There's two remakes, right?
A remake and a sequel. You're talking about the Tim Burton one?
That's what I mean,
Tim
yeah.
Burton was, yeah. There was Alice in Wonderland, and then whatever the sequel
was it Through the Looking Glass or not?
I don't. I can't answer that intelligently because I had no interest in.
I know there's been like dark takes on it too, like comic books and like I think there's some. Yes, there's. I was going to say there's some like kind of
American McGee.
They made figures of it.
I had them.
And,
yeah,
and wasn't Alice walking around with like a big butcher's
She had
knife,
like
a kitchen knife or something?
A kitchen knife
Yeah.
instead of blue and white. Her dress was black and white.
I remember going to like
she looks more
Suncoast,
Wednesday,
and they had a lot of that kind of imagery and shit.
Yeah.
there.
I own the entire set.
Still,
I think so. They're in a tote. I didn't dig them out. Sorry, guys.
Gotta get that-
They
gotta get
weren't
that tote out.
related to this specific property.
Aw, nuts. I will say the most unhinged fucking moment is Alice is talking to the White Queen, a.k.a. Carol Channing.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, her face changes and becomes very dour, and she like lowers her voice, and she's talking menacingly.
Poor sort of memory only works backwards.
What sort of things do you remember best?
Things that happened the week after next. Ah! My finger's bleeding. Ah!
How'd that happen? Have you stuck your finger?
Well, I haven't stuck it yet, but I soon shall. Ah!
When do you expect like to do it?
When I fasten my shawl again. The brooch will come undone directly.
Be careful, you're holding it all crooked.
See? That accounts for the bleeding. Now you understand the way things happen here. How old are you?
7.5 exactly.
I'm just 101.
I can't believe that.
You can't?
I hope your finger's better now.
Better. Much better.
And then just randomly turns into a goat.
Yep, that
and
happens.
runs away.
Does she start like repeating a phrase?
Yeah, starts repeating something, and it is.
She's repeating a phrase when we meet her, and also when she leaves. Different phrases.
That is when I
it's
turned.
upsetting.
I took it back down to normal speed. Rewound. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck just happened here? There's
Yeah.
2 parts,
and then she comes back later, and she's fine.
Everything's fine.
Well then, I have a lesson for you. Can you do addition? What is 1 and 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 2? Can you do subtraction? 8 from 9 and 2 from 8 and 6 from 3 and 1 from 7 too? Can you do addition? What is 1 and 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 2? Can you do subtraction? 8 from 9 and 2 from 8 and 6 from 3 and 1 from 7 too?
Can you do division? 6 divided by a 3 and then a 2? Yes, you! Can you multiply, my dear? Then what are 3 times 6 and 2 times 10?
And then again, forget your slumbers, recall your numbers, just add up the lid. Just think of pluses and of minuses, it's sure to clear your sinuses. We seriously must insist. Well, Alice, what's your answer?
I don't know. I lost count.
There's 2 parts I did that with. One, that fucking baby turning into a pig. I was like, what the fuck? Whoa, what just happened? And like, and the baby all of a sudden turns into a piglet and runs away. And I'm just like, what in the fuck just happened? Like, we're just watching this bitch throw that baby around like a British nanny, and then it turns into a pig and runs away. And then we get to Carol Channing, and it's just all of a sudden it's like Brad Ram moment, and she turns into a goat and just scampers away. I have no idea why it happened.
I was more confused about the life-size oysters spreading their legs for the walrus and the
I
carpenter.
forgot
to come
that.
eat
So
them.
I remember seeing the walrus and the carpenter part,
And they sang.
and the oysters come out and they sing in their dance. I do not remember the fucking Demi Moore striptease leg spread.
Oysters, come and walk with us, we truly do beseech. A pleasant walk, a pleasant talk along the briny beach. We cannot do with more than 4 to give the hand to each.
Or maybe more showgirls, but pick your poison. But I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I did not see that part. I was putting away long.
Well, you're rich for it.
I heard it in the other room, and I kept thinking about the Disney version, because even to me, the Disney version is upsetting.
Yeah.
You know?
They're
He
eating
eats them babies.
children,
Yeah.
baby oysters.
Yeah.
These are full-grown woman oysters.
They have
They're
to go back and watch it.
thirsty.
Yeah, they some thirsty ass
Yeah.
oysters.
Are they just like ladies in like tights?
It's literally a big shell with legs.
For some of us are out of breath, and all of us are fat.
We do not wish to hurry you.
Thank you much for that.
A loaf of bread and butter too is what we chiefly need. And vinegar and salt besides are very good indeed. Now if
Yeah.
Hey, how them tits on this shell? Tell me about them shell tits.
You tell me about them shell titties.
Let me see them shell boobies.
Are they iridescent like the way the pearl is when a pearl makes inside the
I want to
oyster?
put some sand in you.
I want to put some sand in you.
Damn.
Shine that shit up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Little irritation. Poop out a pearl.
It is. Weirdest, not counting the Jabberwocky, weirdest animal makeup. Or weirdest animal character.
Well, you got the lizard.
The lizard's fucked
That's
up.
exactly what I was going to say.
You were going to go with the lizard with the ladder? Okay.
Bill.
I couldn't remember
Bill
what
in
the
the cartoon,
situation
yeah.
was. But he climbs up a roof, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm watching.
We'll smoke the monster out.
That's the cartoon version.
Yes, with the dodo.
He's got like a big tail, but it's like so clearly a fake tail. Obviously, everything looks bad, but it's
He's like a click or two above the Slee Stacks in the 70s
kinda.
Land of the Lost.
It was rough. That was the same guy I was going to say. Yeah.
I got a few. What about you, Dustin? I will end with me. I want to know what your bad animals are.
Well, that was my main one.
Bill?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. You did go for it, and then, okay. Did you have any other ones aside from Bill?
I don't like that rainbow-colored bird.
QVC, this is Brian Fellow. I want to buy a bird cage with bars made of solid gold. My credit card number is 54840.
Stop it! I'm Brian Fellow.
I'm Brian Fellow.
I'm gonna kill that motherfucker.
Yeah, what the fuck is a Lori bird?
Yeah.
I think a lot of these things are made up. There is no such thing as a mock turtle, right?
No.
These are all made up things.
Yeah.
Some half-assed
There's the
adjective
weird
in front
ass
of an animal.
ducks at the beginning with the Lori bird.
Oh, that duck. Yeah. That beak they did on that. Oh, that was
Fuck
weird.
me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one that was really fucking weird was the owl in
isn't
the
that
Looking Glass
Jack
portion.
Warden?
I think that was Jack
The
Warden.
dad, or the grandpa from Problem Child?
I think.
The dad in Dirty Work.
Oh,
yeah. That is correct, sir. Patrick Duffy Goat was like, that was acceptable.
He
but
committed
Pat
to it,
Morita, he did commit the fuck to it. Pat Morita Horse?
Yeah. That was...
Like, what the hell was that?
Why?
Like, he was just a step away removed from Jeffrey Jones' Zoobilee Zoo Fox. But he's supposed to be a horse.
Yeah.
That's what the good people at PBS were watching this, and they're like,
We can do it better.
What if we do this, but like instead of being scared of all the animals, you want to fuck them?
Yeah.
And then they made Zoobilee Zoo.
And they made one sexy ass leopard men.
Jeffrey Jones
I'm
Fox.
just saying.
The cockatoo was in the Ernest movie,
And she was
right?
hot. She was a foxy lady.
No, that was
Stevie.
Stevie Valance, the pink kangaroo.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She was the kangaroo, not
Okay.
the cockatoo.
So
Either way,
all I got to say is good job, Jeff Bridges, for saying no to
Oh, yeah,
the
he's
gig
the
that
only
your
Bridges
dad
that
and
said no to
brother-
this. So you got Bo Bridges is the unicorn with the fight between the lion and the unicorn. That unicorn was fucked up. Lloyd Bridges was the white knight.
Yeah, weird relationship.
He was
with
the white
Alice.
knight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that was Lloyd Bridges. Okay.
That was Lloyd.
I take your hand,
I understand.
and we are dancing. Without a word. It seems absurd, but we are dancing. We didn't need a cue, yet with a girl like you, it seems the thing to do. Don't you agree?
Yes, I do.
I hear the strings.
He had a very almost Don Quixote thing going on.
Yeah,
right?
very Don Quixote.
Yeah.
No
Man of La
Sancho
Mancha kind of
Panza.
shit. Yeah, those and then ultimately Mock Turtle. Ringo Starr as the Mock Turtle was so it was that scene was and I think this is in the book as well. It's the Mock Turtle and the Griffin. That Griffin looked nothing like a Griffin. It was
Sid Caesar.
It was
That's
Sid
who it
Caesar
looked
as the
like.
Griffin.
Come on. There's the mock turtle, right there.
Who are you?
I'm Alice.
Guess what his sorrow is?
Well, he must want to go home. I know why I'm so sad, Mr. Mock Turtle. I want to go home. I just seem to be getting further and further away. But why are you crying?
It's all his morbid imagination. He really has no sorrow.
Oh, shut up, Griffin.
Yes, Mr. Griffin, please. But what is the matter, Mr. Mock Turtle?
Oh, my dear. Once I was a real turtle. We went to school in the sea. My teacher was an old turtle. We used to call him Tortoise.
But why did you call him Tortoise if he was really a turtle?
We called him Tortoise because he taught us.
It was more like a griffin through the lens of Foghorn Leghorn. The makeup effects, at least on the head of the Mock Turtle that was Ringo Starr, was more like a griffin, in my opinion.
You get Telly Savalas to be the turtle, the bald head.
There you go.
Or the walrus.
Or the walrus.
Either way.
Not a fucking cat.
No, not a cat.
Meow, baby.
Yeah, meow, baby, meow.
Why is that cat got a sucker? Was that his thing?
Yep.
Have it your way, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Kojak always had a fucking lolly.
At the end of each season, he had a couple teeth pulled.
As far as any, and I'll tell you what was your cringiest scene? There were plenty. I'll tell you mine. For me, it was the end.
Yeah.
Alice is looking in the mirror, and they're all, "We love you, Alice," or whatever the fuck they're singing to her.
Can you hear us, Alice? Can you see us, dear girl? Here in Wonderland, we have known you only for a dream or two. But here we remember you.
And it's everybody all lined up in the mirror singing to her. I'm like,
it's very Labyrinth-esque.
Yeah.
At the end.
And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Should you need us?
That song just kept going.
Yeah.
And even sped up. It kept fucking going. It was so fucking cringy.
Yeah.
What about you? What was
well,
your...
mine's also at the end, but it's what's supposed to be the big, like, resolution. Like, Alice becomes an adult, and they're like, and it's time for the tea party, and you're going to be invited. I've talked to Father.
We've decided.
Yeah, you can
Father
sit
and I have
eat
decided
tea with us.
Okay, were you waiting? You probably remembered it far more than I did.
Yeah.
I never saw the ending, but I'm sitting there waiting. I'm like, no, it ain't over. One more fucked up thing is going to happen. They're going to open the door to the tea party, and there's the Jabberwocky in like a little, Donald Duck sailor hat kind of thing.
I was just more concerned about the dynamic between Alice and her parents at the end of it. Like, I felt worse. Like, she's not close to her parents at all. Like, they don't even know her. Like, she's been off on these adventures.
Yeah, what's going on
and
in
she's
this
like,
family?
Oh, I'd love to tell you about them. And the mom's like, you got to drink tea with us.
Even the daughter was like, I'm not going to bore you with these details. You're not going to believe me. What kind of relationship
A
is
fucking beetle sang, dressed as a turtle.
Yeah.
A mock turtle.
A mock turtle.
I don't know if you classify as cringy, but that whole scene where those two ladies and that baby, where they're just like throwing dishes.
Pepper. Needs more pepper.
Screaming. It's terrifying, man.
Yeah. Cringy slash terrifying.
Yeah, I don't know if it's cringy, that's cringy or not, but...
Or just uncomfortable. Just uncomfortable. This whole thing was fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was just fucking terrible. I fucking hated this, man.
Yeah.
I fucking hated this. So, Mike, I hope you're getting the reaction you fucking wanted.
Well, if you want to
this was
revisit
fucking
it
shitty.
on record.
Are you fucking... No, I don't.
I've got the kids'
You want to
stuff
ceremoniously
vinyl
fucking
here.
burn that?
This came through the store.
Was it John Winter's Humpty Dumpty in it as well?
Yes.
Yeah. A weird body horror Humpty Dumpty.
Jabberwocky scares him or like pushes him off the wall, I thought we were going to see a shattered Jonathan Winters on the ground.
Yeah.
I thought they're going to show us
like
him,
actual
in pieces.
yolk everywhere, as though it's his
Sammy
innards.
Davis Jr. Caterpillar.
Oh, yeah?
We haven't even mentioned him.
Smoking.
That was the
Dancing.
tamest thing.
Harvey Korman as the White King.
Yeah, you definitely had some
okay.
60s and 70s players in this.
The Rose was pretty cute, I will say.
Yeah.
That
With
was,
all the talking flowers.
wasn't
there,
it
yeah.
Donna Mills?
Such a lovely garden. Maybe this is the way home. I hope. If only flowers could talk.
We can talk. If there's anybody worth talking to.
Excuse me. Can all the flowers talk?
As well as you can, and a great deal louder.
It's just not good manners for us to speak first. But since you did before we did, I can tell you, when I first saw you, I thought, this little girl has a face with some sense in it, though not very much.
It looks like a very clever face to me.
If only her petals curled up a little more, she might be all right.
I believe so. I
She's a
do
babe.
have a cast list in here. Donna Mills is a total babe.
It's got the cast on the back. So
Jesus.
this came as part of a big, huge lot of records that I bought, and I brought this home with me. It unfortunately doesn't have the booklet that is supposed to have all the words, and it tells
nice.
you when to turn the page and all that. That isn't included. I didn't care enough to ever try to track it down because I just held on this, and I was like, yeah, I'll listen to it now, and it's going to get traded in. But it's got Carol Channing down there.
You can't miss Channing with her huge
You
eyes.
sure
and
fucking can't.
She's got like 50 or 60 teeth in there. Someone else we didn't mention, I couldn't remember
She
his
looks
name.
AI in this. Too many teeth.
I was looking here, and I forgot Scott Baio.
Yeah, Scott
Yep.
Baio is in there.
But yeah, this is the...
He plays a pig.
Original
Yeah,
cast
he's supposed to
recording.
be a pig.
And there's Stamos.
This was so fucking bad. God.
That's Stam. Okay, yeah.
God damn it, this was fucking bad. This was fucking terrible.
Starring 39 of Hollywood, TV, and Broadway's biggest and brightest stars. There really is. When it first starts, it's like 3.5 minutes.
And they all get a
introducing all the
title
characters.
card
Yeah.
and a picture.
Oh, yeah.
and
it's a
who
lot.
they're playing.
I went to Wikipedia to get the cast list, and then I had to chop some of it down because it shows the cast for Alice in Wonderland, it shows the cast for Through the Looking Glass, and you have some overlap there. But I want to go into some of the production side of this fucking nightmare.
That's Donna Mills. You probably recognize her from some stuff. She played the Rose in this.
Let me see.
She went to U of I.
Yeah, Donna Mills is just
she's a Chicago.
beautiful
She's
eyes.
a good-looking lady.
She got those beautiful icy blue eyes.
Speaking of ladies, the star of this, I think was like 8 maybe when she...
I think she was 8 or 9.
And I don't think she's done anything acting-wise for about 13, 14 years, maybe 2012.
Yeah.
She had done something. And before that, it was like 1990. So not someone who hung around in the game.
No, I don't think she was really...
Was there like a nationwide search for Alice, something like that?
I don't
Going
think
to
so.
every mall in America.
I thought it was the girl from the Poltergeist for years.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
I can see why you would think that.
Absolutely.
Carol Ann.
Yeah.
Carol
Don't
Ann.
go to Wonderland, Carol Ann.
Carol Ann had natural hair. I think this lady.
That's a wig.
This is a wig on this.
Yeah, because
broad,
she's
right?
that little girl's a brunette.
Natalie Gregory. Is she still with us?
Still with
She's
us.
still there.
Almost 50.
So it was produced by Columbia Pictures Television in cooperation with Irwin Allen Productions. Hence why this is a bit unhinged. It seems dated, and the cast you have, because Irwin Allen had, of course, made a name for himself as the master of disaster in the 70s for his run of disaster movies like The Poseidon Adventure,
Towering Inferno.
which had Shelley Long, and The Towering Inferno.
Boom, nailed it.
So,
Yeah, so we'll just make a dumpster fire in Wonderland.
yeah, exactly. And he was known for having these big ass ensemble casts of people who were kind of,
Like if you're
kind
gonna
of
watch,
past their prime.
if you're gonna watch a Towering Inferno, like the front picture of it is like a huge building on fire.
There's like two young relevant people in there,
and then like 30 pictures of like stills of stars you
Yes,
recognize
headshots
from
and
15 years
stills.
ago on the front. Yeah.
So like your two young guns in that movie, I would say were not Steve Allen. God damn it. Steve McQueen and O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, okay.
But then I can't even remember all the old timers in it, but one person who does stand out to me that was in this and also in another one of his disaster movies, The Poseidon Adventure, was nothing but a shit ton of 60s and 70s older stars past their prime with some young guns peppered in there, and Shelley Long was one of them. She actually dies in the movie. Oh no. So yeah, this is very given the fact that this movie is quite the disaster, one could consider it part of his disaster omniverse of movies. The film was shot in Los Angeles. This abomination took 55 days to film. Personally, watching it, there felt like there was a song every fucking 5 minutes. Am I wrong? Maybe it's because I had it sped up. That could be why. But
the movie is like
largely a musical,
elementary, formulaic in the fact it's like every scene. It's like, here I am. I entered this scene. I'm Alice, and I entered this scene by myself. And I'm meeting one or two new characters,
and we're going to sing about it.
And we'll have a quick song, and then I'll move on to another set that looks eerily similar to the one I was just on. But here's the thing. New characters. There's hardly any kind of, like every movie today is like, I'm a guy and I got to go on an adventure. I'm going to go with my buddy. Mm-hmm. But along the way, we're going to make like 3 more buddies.
Hell yeah.
This isn't like
we
that.
need more buddies.
No, she is on her own going from path to path.
The closest thing she comes to a friend is the fucking fawn.
Who
the little deer.
Oh, the little deer, yes. Yeah. Better than that little pig, I guess. Huh?
And
could be.
We said it's a musical, but I want to stress that a majority of the songs are not sung by professional singers.
No.
And I mean, the professional singers that are singing, one is Ringo Starr, who
the other
was
Sammy.
the jokey vocalist
Yeah.
of the Beatles. But
what would you do if I sang out of tune?
Sammy Davis Jr.
Adele Dazeem, isn't it? I think.
Adele Dazeem, Carol Channing.
She was wickedly talented.
Who has a very particular type of singing. But most of the people...
Yeah, Sherman Hemsley is not known for his, I hate dogs and cats.
Was he? Who was he? Was he a mouse?
He was the mouse.
Yeah.
Not the dormouse, the mouse. And he hated
a dormouse.
Dogs and cats.
A dormouse is not a real thing
Yes,
either.
it is.
Oh, that is a real thing.
Well,
a dormouse yes,
Alice
it is a type of...
surprised by it.
Huh?
She was like, what is a dormouse?
A dormouse is an actual animal.
Was it named because of the movie, or did it exist pre?
Good point.
I can't answer that
Wonderland.
intelligently. I just know that there is an animal called a dormouse. It's in the Rodentia family.
Family Rodentia.
Family
I don't
Rodentia.
like house mouse.
House. Yeah, that'd be.
Stay out of my house. I hate mice and rats.
Rats. Here's a little pop culture trivia for you. The Jabberwocky and the White Knight suits went on to be reused as the Reluctant Dragon and Sir Giles the Knight in the 1986 musical TV adaptation of Kenneth Graham's The Reluctant Dragon, which was also produced by Irwin Allen Productions. Excuse me, with Michael Sorek as the voice of the dragon.
Michael Zorek?
Sorek?
I talked to him on Twitter.
SSOR.
From private school?
I don't know. What Zor? His
High
last
School
name
USA.
High School USA, sir.
Yeah, that's right.
His last name's spelled with a Z, and it's
Wizard
Zorek.
Magazine doesn't
this
exist
is
anymore, so I bring him up.
This is SORICH.
That's a different guy.
Yeah, so different
We're
guy.
just trying to keep
but
Zork
God damn it,
relevant.
wouldn't that be funny? And dig this. He got to wear the costume twice because Lloyd Bridges would end up playing Sir Giles. The guy's so nice they cast him twice.
They fit it for him, so
Yeah.
they're like, we're kind of...
Lloyd,
can you do this other thing? Like, it's a twofer.
just do this, we'll let you out of your contract.
Yeah.
Great.
Is low
And then
budget?
I can do a Hot Shots Part 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
Is low budget? Is this Alice in Wonderland was that whatever came after that? It's got to be even worse, right?
It has to.
What
be.
is it called?
Sir Giles the Knight.
Yeah, whoever.
And
fucking
don't
never
anybody
heard
get
of that.
any fucking
All right,
bright ideas.
patrons,
It will not be a patron
Do
pick.
your worst.
No, that is a veto. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Join Lloyd Bridges and all his guests on Sea Talk Thursday night at 9 on SCTV.
Fucking bring it on.
The costumes for the Mad Hatter, the March Hare, and the Dormouse.
March
The
hare,
King.
There's no March hare, right? There's no such thing as a March hare.
Well, they're horny.
Yeah, it's a horny rabbit. The Dormouse.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
I don't know, but I'm horny.
Rigid like a writing desk.
What is that?
I have condoms, my dear. They're ribbed for your pleasure.
What was the answer to that?
Ha I don't know, because she was going stark raving mad.
Oh, he was hoping she had the answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is the raven like a writing desk?
Who's that guy?
Edwin.
Why didn't they have him do it?
He was dead, wasn't he?
Well, maybe.
Was he dead in the
He's
80s?
my Mad Hatter.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see. Okay, so the
Or
costumes.
at least get Alan Tudyk to do it, right?
He was like 7.
He was 2.
I don't know, man.
Oh, there's 2 of these dicks.
There's 2 of these.
2 of these dicks.
Shitty asshole. Okay, so the costumes for the Mad Hatter, the March Hare, the Dormouse, the King of Hearts, the Rose, and the gentleman in the paper suit were used in the Halloween party sequence for Hocus Pocus in 1993.
Huh.
So how those costumes
I'll have to keep an eye out
stuck
for that.
around is beyond me.
Right. Speaking of Halloween and was it Hocus Pocus?
Yeah.
Yabos.
Right down the street.
What?
The Sanderson sisters?
Big Lots has now turned into and is open as a Spirit Halloween.
Of course it has.
Cue the Nick Let's Go song.
I am psyched.
This is the theme for Spirit Halloween. Grandma wet and can't stop screaming. Here's the thing about Spirit Halloween. They got skeletons. I had a dream about Spirit Halloween. They called me up and said they need a new theme song. $1,000 for 100 retweets. I said okay. They said sweet, so this is the theme for Spirit Halloween. They got ghouls and new locations on every single street, saving the global economy. In my dream about Spirit Halloween, I had to specify the terms of my payment. Was it $1,000 for each 100 retweets? She said, yep. I said, sweet. My Venmo is at Nicholas Dash. Let's go dash 1. Before she hung up, she said she was a skeleton.
How I was
my
gonna say,
favorite.
How fucking excited are you right now? Because it's just down the street from
Walk to get masks now.
Good Lord.
I was as hard as you watching that video of you not being on your cell phone.
Yeah, I was very erect. Let's discuss this nightmare of a cast. Irwin's Productions had become known for having a jam-packed cast with Hollywood mainstays at the time, and Alice in Wonderland was no different. Part 1, and now I'm going to go through who was in Part 1.
Mm-hmm.
When we go through Part 2, it'll be shorter, simply because I'm
There's
just going to mention who debuted in Part 2. So Part 1, you had Natalie Gregory as Alice, Sheila Allen as the mother, Shari Gregory as the sister, Red Buttons as the White Rabbit, Sherman Helmsley as the mouse, Donald O'Connor as the Lori Bird, Charles Doherty as the duck, Shelley Winters as the dodo bird,
Dan Connor's mom.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah. That's right, sir.
Jonathan's sister?
I don't know if they're related, to be honest with you.
They're both in it.
Billy Braver as the eaglet, Scott Baio as Pat the pig, Ernie F. Orsatti as Bill the lizard, Sammy Davis Jr. as the caterpillar, Scotch Byerly as Fish Footman, Robert Axelrod as Frog Footman, Martha Ray as the Duchess, Imogen Coca as the cook.
Yeah, she's the pepper lady.
Yeah, needs more pepper. Telly Savalas as the
And that's
Cheshire
Aunt
Cat.
Edna from National Lampoon's Vacation, if you didn't know.
right.
Imogen Coca.
You know, none of these other guys, it was very tough for me, except for Pat Morita, and I'll tell you why. How I couldn't understand who they were with all their makeup on. But the Coca lady, she wasn't wearing a ton of makeup.
Yeah.
She looked like
She's
a person.
That's Aunt Edna.
Okay,
They
I
strap
get
her
that.
to the top of the...
Like fucking Mitt Romney does dog.
You got Anthony Newley as the Mad Hatter, Roddy McDowell as the March Hare, Art Johnson, or is it Artie Johnson?
I think it's Artie.
Artie,
Yeah.
as the Dormouse, Lana Beeson as Alice. That was Alice's singing voice, I should say. Michael Sheffo as the 2 of spades, Jeffrey Winter as the 5 of spades, John Walter Davis as 7 of spades, Jane Meadows as the Queen of Hearts.
I think she does a great job, too.
Oh, yeah, she does fine.
Compared to a lot of the people in the cast, Jane Meadows is... I enjoy her performance
she does,
as much as Channing.
She does just
My
fine.
dear, you must not excite yourself. Really?
When there are people who annoy you or seem determined to destroy you, there's just one thing that must be done. Off with their heads.
Oh, that's rather drastic, isn't it, dear?
When there are people who deceive you or have the nerve to not believe you, there's one response that's rather fun. Off with their heads.
What about the population?
Firm. You must be absolutely firm when required.
I'm always firm, dear, always.
Squirm. That's what they'll do when they perceive they've been fired. Or worse, never mind negotiation. You will find to rule your nation. All you need to keep your slaves under their beds.
Robert Morley as the King of Hearts, James Joseph Galante as the Knave of Hearts, also known as a Jack of Hearts. Knave. Selma Archard as the Queen of Diamonds, George Savalas as the Courtier.
Gotta be related to Telly.
You would think.
It's a family affair.
Candace Savalas as the Lady-in-Waiting, and Sid Caesar as the Griffin. Ringo Starr as the Mock Turtle, Jordan Troy as the Black Cat. Tom
Related
McLaughlin.
to Allison?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Let us know.
Allison's never mentioned being related to Jordan. She could be sitting on this.
Allison Troy, Allison Wonderland.
Shit.
Fucking shit. We are through the looking glass here, people. Tom
My parents can't see me.
Oh, no. I made my family disappear. Tom McLaughlin as...
I made David LaChapelle disappear.
We are David LaChapelle, dummy. Tom McLaughlin as the Jabberwocky, Ann Gillian as the Red Queen, Patrick Culleton as the Red King, Carol Channing as the White Queen.
I was a chess piece, and then I became full-size. They gave me 2 musical numbers because one's not enough.
How does that voice happen? Is it just cigarettes? Did she swallow
You watched her
fistful
pilot.
of sand?
Gargle with Pete Gravel.
Didn't I guest on that one?
What was the pilot?
The Carol Channing Show.
Was it?
It was, from the 60s, and you were like, you have to be on this.
Yeah, it was black. It was black and white, right?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
I remember.
You watched 400 Pilots.
The Channings blur together.
Yeah.
Harvey Korman as the White King.
Straight from the Star Wars Christmas special.
Yes, sir. Jack Warden.
He wasn't the one fucking that.
No, he wanted that. He poured his drinks here. He wanted to get with B. Arthur.
He was the parts guy, the buddy or something that came by. Or
that guy too. He was the 6-armed chef.
Yeah,
lady chef. Whipster. He was a guy who, if he was going to drink something, he poured it in his head, and he had the hots for B. Arthur.
Yeah,
at the
that's right.
He had
cantina.
multiple roles.
Yeah, he played several characters. Jack Warden as the Owl, Sally Struthers as the Tiger Lily, Donna Mills as the Rose.
Yeah, Donna Mills.
Laura Carlson as the Daisy, Merv Griffin as the conductor. Why
to
not
be
make
fair,
him the
the
Griffin?
Daisy was cute too.
The Daisy was cute. Patrick Duffy as the Goat, Steve Allen as the Gentleman in Paper Suit, Pat Morita as the Horse,
eating a carrot,
George Goebel as the Gnat, Edie Gourmet as Tweedledee.
R.I.P. Steve and Edie.
Yeah.
I have their Christmas album.
That's right.
She's gone.
Steve Lawrence.
She passed.
Steve Lawrence was Tweedledum.
Yeah, they were actually a singing duo,
Yes,
so it made sense
Steve and
for them
Edie.
to be Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Even though in the book they were both male characters.
Yeah.
In this version, they fucked each other.
Uh-huh.
They did that in another version too.
It's taboo.
They did. Carl Malden as the Walrus, Louis Nye as the Carpenter, Jonathan Winters as Humpty Dumpty, John Stamos as the Messenger, Ernest Borgnine as the Lion, Ernest fucking Borgnine.
I masturbate a lot.
Star of basketball.
What'd you say?
I masturbate a lot.
You're 91 years old. You look fantastic. You look like you're in your late 60s, early 70s. What's the secret?
I don't dare tell you.
No meat. You don't eat meat.
I masturbate a lot.
Now that we're alone, Coop, there's something I want to tell you. Remember when you had the crabs and the only thing that made you feel better was this lotion? Well, I found another use for it. It feels so good. It makes me want to sing. Just like that night we spent in the tattoo parlor in Chicago. Come on, baby. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for my car. Too sexy for my car. Too sexy by far.
You getting this?
You remember that? You don't remember that?
What is that from?
Urs Borgnine was on like a talk show. It was like a morning talk show. And
You're
they're
gonna
like,
hear it
and they're
because
like,
I know where to find it.
And they're like, Ernest, you've been in the movies, for 55 years, and you're still active. You're still with us. You're still out there doing it. What do you attribute that to? I masturbate a lot. He like whispers it to him.
He's got that nightly regimen. Can't fault him for that.
It's on TV.
Yeah.
It's on television.
Ernest, you're on TV. Yeah, I know. What are you gonna do?
He's in the movie Basketball rubbing lotion on
Yeah.
himself. It feels good. It makes you sensual.
I'm 84. What are you gonna do? You're gonna put me in jail? Am I not gonna star in the next Mission Impossible? Fuck you. Oh God. I masturbate a lot.
Bo Bridges was the unicorn. D. Brantlinger as the Lady of the Court. Don Matheson as the Red Knight. And Lloyd Bridges as the White Knight.
Yep. What a
cast indeed.
Unreal. What
Jesus.
a murderer's row of 1970s counterculture.
Mediocrity.
Not counterculture, I guess, just pop culture.
Just pop culture at the time.
But a lot of them aren't what I would call name brands,
These were like a lot of people that you would see on like Match Game.
Yeah. Merv Griffin.
Yeah, a lot of Merv Griffin productions.
And he's in it.
You would see them on, they would be guest spots and luminaries on the Merv Griffin show.
Yeah.
They would probably show up on Love American Style.
Mm-hmm.
They would probably show
That's
up
what I'm
on
saying.
Hollywood Squares.
This seems like it's from the 70s, but it's 1985.
Yeah, all these people are working cheap.
Yeah, very cheap.
Falls from Grace. They're on the other side of it.
The music.
Recognizable. We still
We're
want
just
you.
hoping to get invited to a Dean Martin roast.
We can genuinely get away with paying you 85% less than what you normally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's working for 10% above scale. This is
Yeah.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
This is WCW, baby. You get all the old stars in. You try to make them look good for one last
And
run.
now you guys have seen it too.
Oh my God. Final thoughts on this dumpster fire. And if anybody is out there is like, well, this is a little different. Why don't you guys you don't trust me. You do not want me to go through the plot synopsis of these movies. You just don't want it. You don't want it. Trust me. This is one time where I'm like, I know not to be up my ass enough. Like, I have to stick to this format. I have to do this. No.
You as the listener,
this would be a
are
disservice
aware
to
of
you.
Alice in Wonderland. You've seen some form of it plenty of times. This is a 4-hour version of that.
Yeah.
It's 3, but it feels like 4.
Well, not according to this record you have here.
That was with commercials because it was 2 nights. They were 2 hours.
Does the record
each.
include the commercials?
No, the record barely. It doesn't even include the
Yeah,
songs. This isn't a 4-hour record. How do you think records
The
work?
Where the Beef Lady is.
It doesn't.
Where's the beef?
Turn it over. Does it say 4 hours on it?
I don't think so.
What's that green
Oh,
thing?
based on the 4-hour miniseries. But again, that's
It was a
because
2-hour.
It better have the commercials in there.
Yeah,
I want the full
it
4
does
hours
not.
on that. So the record doesn't have the songs on it.
No.
It's just the
They skip
dialogue?
ahead so much. There's no "I hate dogs and cats" on there.
Boo. Wait. I'm sorry. That's what I didn't realize when this isn't the songs.
That's what you would think it would be, right?
Right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
So all of the Steve Allen music. I hate dogs and cats.
I didn't listen to the entire album because I knew I
Jam
was going to
tomorrow,
watch
not jam today.
the whole
Never
thing.
have it. None of the music.
You know what you need to do is contact the good people over at Vinegar Syndrome, have them release the full cut, the full 4 hours
on vinyl.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually,
Carol Channing's butthole.
Actually, I have somewhat of an in with
Channing
a
butthole
sculptor.
That's right.
Or designer at Mondo, and they still do records at Mondo. I mean, like, hey,
If I ever
what's it going to take to get
well worth
a
everyone's
special
time.
vinyl pressing of the music from 1985's miniseries, Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass? Alex Brewer
The
at
Chan-ho
Mondo,
cut.
baby.
Yeah.
You gave us Ghostbuster figures. You can give us this.
Yeah, if they made a Channing figure, I would feel obligated to buy one.
That's on you.
Yeah.
That's on you feeling obligated to buy a figure of that.
Because I feel like they're making this.
See, you're the demographic that NECA made the fucking Angela Fletcher figure for.
Murder, She Wrote?
Yeah.
What's the difference between Snake Mountain and Snake Lair?
One's a mountain, one's a lair.
Got it.
There you go.
I'd have pretended.
It's Jason. It's brother. It's in the name.
Oh.
Come on, buddy.
I thought it was play on words.
You're better than that. You're better than that. I don't have a whole lot hell else to say about this monstrosity aside from it stinks. I fucking hated this. I fucking hated it as a kid. I fucking hate it now. It is a nightmare. This is a nightmare.
Yeah, it's bizarre what
We
made
could do this one next time.
What do you
The
got
fuck
there?
is it? Hell yeah, we can. Is this the one?
No.
When we lived
Is this
together?
a porn
No.
parody?
Can I borrow
It's
it?
not. It's another musical version from the 70s,
Oh, this one's from the 70s.
but it's for adults.
Oh, the tag. Oh, that's not the size of my hat.
It's not?
Heavens, no. Actually, it's the size of my thingamajig.
Oh, Mr. Hatter, please cover yourself.
Well, what's wrong with her?
She's embarrassed. I think she's still a virgin.
Don't you think you should put that thing away?
Certainly not. I just let it out. Don't you like it?
And it's a comedy musical.
With boobs?
Yeah, there's some boobs.
The oysters have boobs in that?
Kristen DeBelle, Meatballs, Cheerleaders, Wild Weekend, The Big Brawl. I know all those
You say
movies.
bra?
The
Or
Big
brawl?
Brawl.
Read the quote from Roger Ebert.
I found the movie a pleasant surprise. Roger Ebert. So wait, was this a porno? Or was
No,
this
it's
just
not.
a campy adult version?
It's a very campy adult film.
Okay.
There's nudity in it, but it's not
co-starring
pornography.
Larry Gelman, who was apparently in Seinfeld. They managed to put that in as a credit, and Jason Williams, who was also in Flesh Gordon and Cheerleaders Wild
Flesh
Weekend.
Gordon?
Flesh
Yeah,
Gordon. It
I've
was a
seen
porno
that
parody
one.
that came out about the same time.
And
as
they're
Flash
advertising
Gordon.
that on the back?
They sure are.
Flesh Gordon is an action-packed adventure film like none you've ever seen. You'll think it's a scream. See Flesh Gordon battle gigantic monsters from another planet. Will Flesh escape from the iron jaws of death? Flesh Gordon, an outrageous parody of yesteryear's superheroes.
It's the 8th wonder of the world.
Oh, boy. Rated X, not to be confused with the original Flash Gordon.
Produced by the legendary Bill Osco. I might have to either see if this is on streaming, and if not, I may have to borrow it from you because that sounds fucked up.
You're not shooting down that patron pick prospect.
Oh my god!
I own a lot of Alice in Wonderland stuff, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to bring this one in too.
Here's a funny Alice in Wonderland related anecdote. So there was one Halloween, the girl I was dating before my first ex-wife, who I should have broke up with her. I don't know how many times. Just she was habitual.
Well, let's do it now. Bring her out.
Bring her out. There was one year she got like a, for lack of a better, what one would call a slutty Alice in Wonderland costume, and I dressed as like a kind of a little more deranged, drugged out Mad Hatter, and we went to a party. We had a good time, and when we got back, obviously she was in the mood, and she's like, "I want you to fuck me in my costume."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "All right, cool. That's kind of kinky," and we're getting ready to go at it. And I don't know how I kept a straight face. Well, I know how I kept a straight face. I had a fucking boner. She lays back. She's like, "Take me to Wonderland." I'm like, that was hard.
Take me to Wonderland.
That was hard.
Mm-hmm.
That was hard to not lose my shit. Because it's like, come on. Okay.
And then you're like, new cup, move down.
Move down. No cop, move down. If we ever, like, you have to be the Mad Hatter and I have to be the March Hare, obviously. You do a way better Egwin. I do a way better March Hare.
Egwin.
Ooh, Egwin. You should be Egwin.
I could go
Well,
for
he
a
was
nice
from
tasty-
Lord of the Rings. I think he's an elf.
I don't know.
Was he the main guy? Was that
Yeah. Sam Neill.
Mr.
Edwin.
Anderson?
Yeah, Sam Neill.
Okay.
Right?
Sam Neill Egwin.
Yeah.
I guess you're the dormouse.
How
Jason,
many
I don't know.
how many nerds are freaking out right now?
Why are you calling them nerds?
Because
they're listeners.
Yeah.
They're radio. No, wait.
Don't.
That's
What
ours.
is-
Stop. I'd like to say that's all before kicking the commercial, but gentlemen, this is the last episode of the month. And you know what that means.
Shit. Ernest Borgnine is the Herbie.
No. He was in Single Guy and Airwolf, so no.
He was in the show Single Guy?
He was
the
Manny, the doorman.
Okay.
I remember.
It's very simple, Manny, because that's how Jonathan Silverman talks. No, your Herbie of the month is something I also fucking hated when I first saw it. Stone protectors.
Oh, I wore one of those when I played baseball.
Nope. That's a cup, my friend.
Yeah.
It's a cup. No, it's not for your stones.
Stone protector, defend your
Number
nuts against the balls.
The way you were going, it was a very...
Did you say
defend the balls?
defend your nuts against the balls?
Yeah, the hard baseball.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I'm a second baseman. I got ground balls coming for him at all times.
You sure do. You sure do.
One wrong bounce, I'm not having Drew.
You need a stone protector.
Yeah.
You need to get your stone protectors.
Or at the very least, Drew comes out a little different.
Yeah. It's not quite right.
It's like sloth.
Once I get to describing what this is, you'll probably remember it. Stone protectors. It was...
The name is Max. I'm a skater blader. One slice from me and it's see you later.
Chester's my name, and I like food. Like to squeeze bad guys with my wrestling moves. My name is Angus. Guts to my pals. I'll make anything into an arsenal.
Cornelius is my name. Memorize my thing. Fight like a warrior. Sing like the king.
They call me Cliff, and I like to climb. Put the drop on bad dudes anytime.
We're the Stone Protectors. Our stones of power glow.
A multimedia franchise in the 90s. It did have a cartoon that ran for one season of 13 episodes that made its debut on January 15th of 1993. This multimedia entertainment property consisted primarily of an action figure line and an animated series. The series also had a tie-in video game released for the Super NES and the Sega Genesis. It was one of several attempts to market the troll doll craze of the early 90s to young boys, similar to the official line of Battle Troll toys. So, take basically Ninja Turtle engineering and kind of He-Man-esque bodies and slap a super cool extreme 90s troll head on there with sunglasses in the hair.
Yep, I remember those.
Yes, now you're on the trolley. While not particularly successful, Stone Protectors generally followed in the same vein as contemporaries, including Toxic Crusaders, Swamp Thing, and of course the aforementioned Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as far as aesthetics are concerned. The very basic plot or setup for this toy line and cartoon was a kingdom built of crystals came under attack by the reptilian humanoid
Snake Lair.
No! And troll-like Saurians, whose leader, Zoc, desired the powerful crystals protected by the Empress. Zoc broke into the castle and reached for the crystals, only to see them explode into pieces and fly to Earth. Cornelius, Chester, Cliff, Angus, and Maxwell are in a band and down on their luck. After being thrown out the back door of a New York City club, this awful rock band, known as the Rock Detectors, found the 5 magical stones.
It rhymes.
It does. Which gave them troll-like appearances and special skills, not the least of which is playing good music, and they are now collectively known as the Protectors. This puts them at odds with the music-hating Zoc and his henchman Zink, who call themselves the Predators. This sucked.
Yeah, once you said troll affiliated, I knew exactly
that's when it clicks
what
with like
you were
Stone
talking
Protectors.
about.
Like what? And then as soon as you mention like trolls, like oh yeah, those.
It was
guys.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meets the Troll Dolls.
Yeah,
That's
and that is
exactly what
all
I
I
think
thought as a
about.
kid. That is what most kids thought back in the day.
Turtles, a year or two in, they can't make these things fast enough. They start to get weird, different versions of the Turtles.
Oh, yeah.
And you look at these troll guys, and it's like, oh, these are just another line of turtles that
Yeah.
are coming out. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I think a lot of kids confuse them for being some weird like offshoot of the Turtles or what have you.
Some new faction.
I saw it. All I thought was like, oh, you're a knockoff of the Turtles. You're trying to draft off that. Like cynical 11-year-old me was like, oh, you fucking poser.
Yeah.
And yeah, no.
They want a piece of the pie.
I thought it was the dumbest fucking thing. But that is Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass. And that is your Herbie of the month. And with that, we will kick the commercial. And we will be back after this brief message.
He was the most unhip guy at college.
I'm a virgin.
Get used to it.
To the girls, he was the ultimate gross out. But he hung in there until he made an incredible discovery.
I'd sell myself up.
The rest is history. Everybody loves a party animal. Party Animal, rated R.
Starts Friday at a theater near you. Check your local newspaper, rated restricted.
Eddie Cusack is a good cop, having a bad day.
My brothers, I promise you blood for blood.
The toughest cop in the world just got tougher. Chuck Norris, Code of Silence, rated R. Starts this Friday at a theater near you.
Tonight, NBC presents a world movie premiere. A wife filled with passion, a husband filled with pride, a son filled with dreams, and a single desperate act can destroy them all.
Hello, Suicide Prevention Center.
Now, a son's love and courage is a family's only hope.
You think I don't know you want to kill yourself?
Days of Our Lives, Deidre Hall, Peter Fonda, and Silver Spoon's Ricky Schroeder will touch your heart forever.
Dad, don't ever leave me.
In the compelling drama, A Reason to Live.
Between boyhood and manhood.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
Between loyalty.
Why are you doing this to me, brother?
And love.
Big date tonight, huh? Yeah.
Someone chooses.
You're best friends.
Someone loses.
Why don't you grow up, man? So I can be like you?
Emilio Estevez, Craig Sheffer. That was then. This is now.
Opening Friday, November 8th at a Famous Players Theater near you. Check your local listing.
Combine the power of gymnastics with the force of karate, and an all-new martial art is born. Jim Kata. Kurt Thomas, three-time world gymnastics champion, takes on a secret mission for the United States government. His only weapon, Jim Kata. And that's all he needs. Jim Kata, rated R.
Starts Friday. Check newspapers for a theater near you.
Tonight on the CBS Friday movie. Once upon a time, the forces of good and evil battled for the earth. It was a time of wicked kings.
You came here to toy with a monster!
Sorcerers.
If it weren't for sorcerers, there wouldn't be any dragons.
And romantic adventure.
There's something you must do.
Dare to overcome a dark legend, the beast of death and destruction, and become Dragon Slayer. Next.
Wow, what just terrible, terrible stuff.
And
one. God, that unhinged moment before she turns into the fucking goat.
Too long, man.
She turns into Patrick Duffy.
I mean, do we know? I mean, obviously, we don't like this.
No, it's
was it? Did people like it at the time? Were the ratings good?
I mean,
The
we're
ratings
talking
weren't
about it now because of me.
The ratings were not bad for it. Like, I looked at what the ratings were, because that is on Wikipedia, and it performed rather
Obviously,
well.
the further back you go, the less channels there were, the more people.
Yeah,
but
85, how much do you have to choose from? Cable's not prevalent in the home.
I didn't know if it was looked back on fondly or I don't know.
For a while, it was in my house, and then I didn't watch it for a really long time, and then
I think after the 90s, it was largely forgotten until it started showing up on like DVD.
Yeah.
And then it was like cheap to produce and like farted out. Like, well, we have the rights to this, still fart it out, and a confused aunt will grab it at Walmart. Much like a transmorpher.
Those are fun, aren't they?
Aren't they great?
Stone Protector!
Number one stoning guy.
Christmas is coming
What's
up.
that movie with the giant robots? The Atlantic Rim. It had a Power Ranger in it. It evidently did.
Pacific Rim. Wasn't that the movie?
That's the real one.
And then there's a
Mockbuster.
Sure.
And it is bad.
A Mockbuster.
It is so very bad.
I just bought Pacific Rim for the first time, and I never seen it.
It's not bad.
You know what? Brian Wolford, he always says how good it is. And it is a...
I enjoyed it. If you're a kaiju fan,
well, it's
in those
Guillermo
movies.
del Toro film.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of faith in him personally.
Yeah. All right. What a long, strange trip it's been. But join us next week, won't you, please, as we pop off September with another producer pick, and that's going to be Micro Machines, courtesy of one patron, Mike. I am looking forward to that.
Patron Micro Machine.
Machine.
Pretty good joke.
Micro Machine.
He met Weird Al recently.
We gotta.
He did.
That's
Very
awesome.
happy for him.
We got to go out on some Jefferson Airplane, right?
Oh, we do lyrics on this show now?
No.
Yeah.
White Rabbit. I mean, yeah,
that's what I'm talking
as
about.
well.
Feed your head when the truth is found.
No, wrong song.
To be light.
Has nothing to
and
do with
know
Alice
the
in
joy within you dies. That's not the right song? All right, fair enough. Well, it is.
There'll be butts.
Big ones.
That's the second time that phrase has been said in 5 minutes.
It is the end of the month. That means it is time for all of our patron thank yous, and we're going to start, of course, with our producers. That's going to be Mo, Patron Mike, GDL's Quip, Nostalgia Nate, and Allison Troy, the Retro Toy Princess. We, of course, want to thank our I Have the Power patrons. That is going to be the man of the hour, Fonzie. Thanks for picking this garbage fire, and I hope that we were as pissy about it as you wanted us to be.
I don't like you. I don't like the choices you make. I don't like the things you do. Keep your money. That means watching this. Jesus H. Christ, man. What's the H stand for?
Hector.
Herbert.
No, it's Hector. Jesus
Herbert.
Hector Christ.
Well, I think, to be fair, Herbert is the Hebrew translation.
You know what? You're on the Hector is the Greco-Roman. We, of course, want to thank Jacob of Red Mountain Retro. Check his channel out, won't you, please?
Do it.
He puts together some really cool commercial compilations.
I've used them in ad breaks.
Yes, we have. Thank you.
He does a good job.
We want to thank our good buddy Corey, a.k.a. Boo Cyrus. And we, of course, want to thank our dear, dear friend Adam Z. And how would we get by without our body massage patrons? That's going to be Jordan, a.k.a. Shevitz, Richie, a.k.a. Ponce, and good old Michael Traverso. If you yourself are in the position to help our humble show grow, won't you please consider becoming a patron today at patreon.com/yesterdaze. That is going to wrap it up for Yesterdaze this week and this month. But hey, come back next Monday, and we're going to see you then. Bye-bye.